Good morning, everyone. Super fun, infinite blessings. This is Hope Mama Eagle, founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki. I can't even talk right now. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, yesterday was I don't even know what to call yesterday. Yesterday was a beyond magical day. I don't know if you guys experienced anything like this. I woke up yesterday. I had no intention of going out. I guess there was a scheduled power outage, and I didn't want Winona to end up out and about and my phone to die and not to be able to reach me in physical. I mean, you can always reach someone telepathic way, but And so I ended up just like scrambling, getting everything ready, heading out the door. And from the moment we got outside, it was like miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after sign. And I mean, it was so flippin' powerful the whole day, which culminated in Winona getting her first job. Um, at the best possible place she could have ever prayed for, with the best possible boss and people and Ohana and the beach and just, oh my gosh, she was crying. I was crying. Then I got to celebrate a birthday with my soul sister, who's never given up on me, never given up on my vision, never, jealousy. I mean, none of that stuff. It was so amazing, and we actually found out that Winona had gotten the job because the boss came to sit with us and congratulate her, and I'm gonna cry again, telling us how honored and blessed she felt to met my daughter and have her as part of their team and shining her light and just helping people to have an even more amazing experience there. And, then we came home and it was the sweetest lucid dreams y'all can imagine. And woke up this morning and it's still 7:37, 7:47, 7:57, 4:11, 11:11. Not just visions, but visions and confirmations and um, gratitude in advance. And I don't even know how to describe it, you guys. And then these cards that I'm getting here, seeing visions of even more amazing things happening at the place that Winona got her job, involving someone that I loved as a second mom and a special ring that she had. And oh my gosh. And then we're getting the swan. So the first card I pulled this morning was actually the Nine of Fire, the inner strength card. And I was just going to do a reading on that because, again, it reminds me of like Moses striking the ground. It's funny, I'm seeing lightning bolt because lightning bolt was one of the things that kept popping up, and something connected to a product that my divine masculine used to be really invested in. And lightning bolt, just like Wakion, thunder beings, clearing the obstacles, illuminating the path. The staff is blooming. Somebody just said rising to the occasion. But you've got Nine of Fire, inner strength. You've got the Medicine Woman. Winona got these amazing past life cards, which I'll have to use. Maybe we'll do like a joint um, prayer bowl or something on Sunday, and we'll use those cards because I am blown away by these cards. They are so powerful. They're just a little deck, but let me tell you, small but mighty, and I was working with them last night, and I was asking why it's so important for us to go north from a like past life perspective, and I got Medicine Woman. So here we're pulling the cards, and what pops up? Medicine Woman. I mean, it's just sweet synchronicity. I can't wait to hear what y'all are going through because this stuff is just I know it has to do with, ascension and the 4D and the 5D and all that good stuff. Someone just said vitamin D. Yeah. But it's just beautiful. So you've got Nine of Fire, which is inner strength. You've got Medicine Woman, and you've got the Star. Now, the first card that came out was the Nine of Fire. And nine is completions. It's if you highlight the Om in completion, it's a lesson being mastered that's bringing miracles from heaven to earth, right? So then the next card that came out was the Swan card and the Jaguar. And it's interesting because you wouldn't think of Swan and Jaguar being paired together. Jaguar tends to be a predator, and Swan to us tends to represent grace. But it's funny because Swan is connected to geese, and geese can be really aggressive if they need to, especially if they're protecting their nest. So, here you have, beauty and elegance, but there's also a fierceness there. And if you look at all these cards, especially the Jaguar, the 51 is a 6, that's a divine feminine energy. And it's today is Dakini Thursday. Those of you that don't know what a Dakini is or what we're capable of, please look it up because it's incredible and way too much for me to highlight here. But you've got Jaguar, which represents the divine feminine. So it's the fierceness of the divine feminine, but it's the fierceness at ease. Jaguar moves through the jungle however she needs to. I'm saying she because that 6 is Venus energy, but we all have masculine, feminine within us. I don't want to scare any of the masculine energies away. Um, but yeah, it's, those eyes are locked in, but there's a source of compassion that all true warriors possess. Again, there's a big difference between a soldier and a warrior. Soldiers do what they're told. Warriors do what's right. So when this jaguar is looking at you, there is a fierceness. It's like I could tear you from limb to limb, but there's also a compassion looking at who people really are, why they do what they do, why they refuse to give up on higher visions that involve helping for the good of all, including you. And you've got that swan, which is a 12, and that 12 goes to a 3, which is prayers being answered. Jaguar also represents integrity. And what I love about Jaguar is it contains Jah, which is the Rastafari word for God. It also contains Ra, and Ra is the Egyptian sun goddess. So it's kind of like, oh, I just said goddess, huh? It's kind of like being in alignment with the divine, being inspired. My counter just hit 747. Raw. It's sometimes when we're on a holy path, we can feel raw, because being on a holy path is truly about surrendering. And until you surrender, it's like sandpaper, or trying to hold on to a fish, the scales, it's like it can make you feel raw. And I'm remembering when a friend of mine was helping me to make my chanumpa. And, we did everything by hand. I was getting ready for my first vision quest. And I all I had was sandpaper. And I would sing the songs that I knew to sing. And I was sanding down the bowl of the chanumpa. And at one point, my hands were completely raw. I don't know why that memory is coming back. I had no idea. I just kept singing and sanding and singing and sanding. It was like one of those experiences where you're just lifted out of your body. You don't even realize what's really going on. And, to me, it was like Matakwe Ayase. It was like a memory of everyone that had been taken too soon at Wounded Knee and, Battle of Little Bighorn and everything else, is like a small sacrifice for everything that had happened. And it doesn't mean that we have to be a martyr on our path, but it's important to remember our ancestors and the sacrifices that they made. And so now whenever I offer up prayers, that memory is there. It's like a part of them is with me, is in the stem, is in the bowl, as the prayers going up in a good way for in a balanced way, masculine and feminine. But then you look at these cards, you've got the star, which represents Aquarian energy, and some of that water is spilling out of that bowl, but she's trusting in that light that's behind her, the morning star rising in the background. You've got the white cranes, which is like the Tibetan white crane tradition. And, we don't know where that water is going. It might be rejoining with the river, might be watering flowers that were thirsty, like I'm hearing this Selena Gomez song, like the desert needs the rain. And then you've got Medicine Woman there holding that eagle feather with the falcon in the background. You've got the sun rising with the promise of new beginnings. I mean, there's just a beautiful spread. And what I'm being guided to call the spread is the Lotus spread. I've never seen this before, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in a 5-year right now. And it's Om Mani Padme Hum, the lotus blooming to reveal the jewel of the heart within, or Om Mani Padme Hum, if you're needing to get to a more conducive residence or a better state. Someone just said better state of mind, that kind of thing. So, I mean, there is a lot of feminine energy in the spread, no accident, Dakini Thursday, but it's also calling the warrior to honor the healer within him, to honor the feminine within him, to listen to, I hear the term, more subtle intuition. It's not about a driving force. It's not about driving forward. It's about, I'm hearing like allowing the gentleness of his soul to speak and to listen and to understand what's for the highest good of all concerned. So thank you, ancestors, for these beautiful cards. If you guys need to reach me on Instagram, you can direct message me. Some people have been trying to reach me through multiple accounts, which I don't pay attention to that. If it makes me think that someone's trying to falsify something. But if you are my friend on Instagram, you can reach out there. If you know me well enough, you can text me. If this is on my YouTube that you're seeing it, you can message me through my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddysites.com. Please like, share, subscribe. I love to hear your comments, whether it's publicly or, you're sending me a message. Y'all are in my prayers, hugging you with my prayers. Namaste, optimistic, as we continue to piece the rest and best together, going forward on our journey with Gracie's joy and least effort, in faith for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children.